Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris here, and let's talk about Star Wars: The Book of Boba Fett. So we're 2 episodes into this show, and I will give you my kind of overall bird's eye view of how I feel about it so far, and see if anybody agrees with me. If you're a big Star Wars fan, please be sure to comment down below and let me know how you're feeling about it. This seems to be a pretty divisive show so far. Again, we're only 2 episodes in. And I will say it is not as good as The Mandalorian. That to me really is kind of the high watermark of Star Wars right now. And that takes into consideration the sequel trilogy, which again is super divisive in its own right. But I think even, considering really Solo and Rogue One, I think that The Mandalorian is the best thing that Disney has done with Star Wars so far. However, The Book of Boba Fett is not a bad show. Again, 2 episodes in, what it feels like they're doing so far is a lot of world building, right? So it's not necessarily a super action-heavy show, especially the first episode. It's kind of, and I've seen this term sort of thrown around a little bit in regards to this show. It feels a little bit lumbering, but not in a bad way. What this is so far to me is kind of an extension of what we see in terms of the underbelly of Tatooine that's glimpsed just briefly in Return of the Jedi. It's sort of built on that. And I will say one of the best things about episode 1 is Boba Fett making it out of the Sarlacc pit. That's one of those things that I've wanted to see come to fruition in Star Wars in the form of a movie or a show or something, since that happened in the movie in 1983. So, to see that actually happen, it was really cool how it did sort of play out. I think it would have been cooler if he would have just blasted his way out of the Sarlacc pit and then sort of rocketed up out of it instead of climbing out of the sand. But actually being in the pit, seeing that stormtrooper being digested, using sort of the, toxic gas filter from his helmet to survive that was a really cool sequence, and I thought it was awesome. What I like about this show, too, is how it makes the Tuscan Raiders have some kind of humanity. I mean, really, they've been one of this kind of cool sort of thing, this little detail that you would have from the Star Wars universe. And you've seen them, obviously, in the original movie. You kind of glimpse them in something like Phantom Menace. You get a little bit more there with Attack of the Clones, where Anakin shows up and kills them all because of what happened to his mother. But here, you start to see that they're actually, living beings that have a culture. You start to empathize with them a little bit because of the experience of what Boba Fett goes through with this. And so what this show, to me, has done so far really well is sort of bridge that gap between the prequels, because you do get some of those sort of glimpses of what happened on Kamino, in Attack of the Clones, and how the events of what transpired with Jango Fett have shaped Boba Fett. And so far, this has been a really cool show to me. I think the train heist sequence that we get in episode 2 was really well done. That robot, that droid, this piloting the train is just awesome. Another little cool tidbit from the Star Wars universe. I thought the arrival of, Jabba's cousins, these twin Hutts that show up, I thought that was a really cool moment to include here as well. So to me, so far, this show is really cool. It's the kind of world building that we get in something like Rogue One, like Solo, honestly, which again I think has got sort of a cult following that's emerged over the years since it initially didn't have the best sort of reception when it was released. But even The Mandalorian, I think this is sort of in line with those kinds of Star Wars products, if you want to use that term. So far, I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's the best kind of Star Wars ever, but it's a weekly viewing thing that I really look forward to. And I think Episode 2 did a good job of kind of ratcheting things up a little bit. I have a feeling as this goes, it's going to get better. I think Jon Favreau has done a great job with Star Wars so far, and I think it's unwise to doubt the direction that he's taking with it. So we'll see what happens over the rest of these episodes that are going to be released, and I'm not sure how many we're going to get this season, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I cannot wait for the Obi-Wan show. That's the one that I'm really looking forward to a lot. But anyway, if you've seen this so far, let me know what you think in the comments down below again. And as always, thanks for watching.